What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we are going to be discussing the top 5 Sonic games that I think deserve ports. Now I've made a couple rules for myself in this video. No classic games are getting ported because classic games get a lot of love, specifically Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and CD. And now that we know we're getting Sonic Origins in 2022, that is going to be a thing, and that's probably going to be a thing for a long time because we haven't actually had any classics on modern hardware. But that's the thing, we've gotten the classics on modern hardware almost every single time, so now I think it's time to switch it up and do some things differently with some different games. Another rule is that I'm allowing collections, but no more than 3 games in a collection. I'm also allowing enhanced ports, but not on the level of Sonic Colors Ultimate. And the final rule is I'm not allowing any spin-offs like Sonic racing games or tennis or anything of the sort. And before we hop into this list, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as it really helps out for the content. Now let's hop into it. The first thing we have on our list is Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 Collection. Now you may be wondering, we already have Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on PC, and we already have it on PS3. And the third option is on PlayStation Now, which is through cloud-based gaming, which requires an internet connection. Now you may be thinking, I think that's enough places. Well, personally, I don't. I think Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 deserve a lot better for what they have gotten. First off, Sonic Adventure 1's port isn't even widescreen, and it has these ugly blue and purple bars on each side of the screen. I think a simple enhanced port making it widescreen would be so much better for Sonic Adventure. And as for Sonic Adventure 2, I've actually had this conversation with a friend before, and his main thing was, yo, imagine playing Sonic Adventure 2 on Switch on the go. And I was like, nah, we already have it on PC. I see no reason to really care about that. But the more I thought about it after replaying Adventure 2 like 3 times back to back, I was like, I kind of do want to play this on the Switch. I think it'd be pretty fun. But not just the Switch, I think it belongs on modern hardware because, for one, the PS3 store almost got shut down. If it weren't for fan backlash on the internet, Sonic Adventure 2 and 1 on the PS3 would have not been an option to buy anymore. The PC and GameCube ports would have been the last 2 standing by that point. I think these 2 games deserve ports because they're well loved by Sonic fans, and even people who aren't that big of Sonic fans, people remember Adventure 2. So I think if they hyped up ports of these 2 games, it would sell like hotcakes. Another game that I think has the similar effect is Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is a game that I think is kind of lost. Everyone still loves and talks about Sonic Heroes, but it is literally stuck on the PS2 and the GameCube, and for some the PC, which is a very hard thing to own. But there's other ways of playing it, but those aren't official ways of owning the game. Sega choosing to ignore this time period when it comes to actual things, I think is really unfortunate because Heroes, Adventure 1, Adventure 2 are some really good games for a lot of people, and they deserve to be ported and replayed. And Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog out of this era feel the most lost, and that is why I want Heroes ported to PC and modern consoles. Similar to Sonic Adventure 1, Heroes needs a widescreen improvement for the game. I think that would make things a lot better, and the UI could be stretched to fit a lot better as well. But they also need to port the GameCube version of the game as the base because the PS2 version of Heroes is pretty bad, and using that as the base port I think would be not a good idea. Sonic Heroes would also sell like hotcakes just based off name alone. Imagine being a casual gamer that grew up playing Sonic Heroes as one of their childhood games. They go on the PlayStation Store, they click the little trailer, and then they hear the Sonic Heroes opening theme. They're gonna hit that buy button. Nostalgia clearly sells, as Sega has demonstrated with all of the classic pandering, and it's worked. Even though I personally feel meh about Sonic Heroes, I think the game deserves some love. For the third port, I want to see a Sonic Rush collection. The Sonic Rush games are some of the best Sonic games out there, especially the first Rush game in my opinion. It is just so good, and the movement is probably some of the best in 2D. It's quite literally fast action platforming, boosting, and doing tricks, and keeping your momentum going is just so much fun. It's just extremely fun, and these games are underrated, and that's the main reason it needs to be ported. And this game doesn't have the issue of getting low review scores, so Sega is scared to touch it, because in fact a lot of critics have given Sonic Rush a good score. IGN even gave the game a 9 back in 2005 when it first came out. Now of course this port is going to have things done to it. It's a DS game after all. Now you may be thinking, well then it's going to be weird playing that on a 1080p monitor and then just having 2 little screens. Well actually no, there's a way to work around this. So there's actually a mod for these games where you can actually put Sonic Colors and Sonic Rush and all of that in widescreen. And not on top of that, because of the switching screen mechanics, there's actually a mod for that that too, which switches the screen automatically depending on if you're up or down. It works great. They could even accommodate for the touchscreen control sections to work with a controller. They'd have to change a few things with it, but I don't think it'd be that difficult for them to implement. Or they could just be straight up lazy and just plaster 2 little screens on a big screen, and I'll still buy it anyways. But overall, I think Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure, and maybe even Colors DS if they really want to throw that in there, would really be worth it. For this next game, it's probably going to be a bit controversial, but Sonic 06. Now, I really don't like Sonic 06. I don't really think it's a good game at all. It's probably one of the worst Sonic games I've ever played. And honestly, it's probably one of the worst games I've ever played. But Project 06, which is done by one person, actually made me like Sonic 06 in a specific way. And it's only through Project 06. Project 06's main goal is to fix the game and add a lot of new features, make it run better, make it look better, and basically just, it's an all-around enhanced port of Sonic 06, essentially. And it's kind of how I'd want an official enhanced port to be, so if Sega were to do this, they need to take notes from Project 06, and I think I would really enjoy the game quite a lot. Project 06 fixes my biggest issue with Sonic 06, which is the movement. The movement is very slow and sluggish, and a lot of things don't make sense. Like, you can't bounce in place and buttons being tied to each other with the wrong inputs coming out, like with the slide and kick. But that all gets fixed in Project 06. You can move, there's even the spam dash from Sonic Adventure back, and the control is a lot more tight and fluid, and I really appreciate that about the game. And these are all things I'd love to see an official Sonic 06 port. I know at this point it borderline sounds like a remaster, but I'll let it slide for the video. Project 06 is just too good. Last but not least, you all saw this coming, Sonic Unleashed. The Sonic Unleashed port craving has been going on for so long that it's insane. Just because people have been going wild about Sonic Unleashed, I don't think people should start undermining these people, because Sonic Unleashed still deserves a port regardless of people going crazy, and if you're getting tired of it, I don't know what to say. I mean, people just want to play the game on PC. With that said, it's pretty obvious that Sonic Unleashed deserves a port, because it's still stuck on hardware where it just runs so bad. I think that's one of the main reasons I think I love to play Unleashed on modern hardware, is because of the performance. Sonic Unleashed on PS3 and Xbox 360 run terribly at times, and in certain moments it can literally drop to like 10 FPS. And I don't want to see that one guy in the comments like, it runs fine for me. No, it doesn't run fine. I guess it runs fine if you're used to 10 FPS. Alright, but real talk here, the real reason we want it on modern consoles and PC is just so we can mod the Werehog battle theme out of the game and replace it with the normal world music. Now, but for real though, mods would be a great thing for Sonic Unleashed, and I think it would have the same effect or a similar effect that Sonic Generations had with mods. Maybe not to the same degree, but I think there'd be some really fun mods that people could add in Sonic Unleashed if it were to come to PC. And I think simply, Unleashed is just a good game that people love despite the early game reviews. And I don't think I really need to sell you that much further on why Sonic Unleashed deserves to come to PC and modern consoles. We already know it's going to sell like hotcakes, so I think it's pretty clear why it should come to PC. I think all of these games will sell well and do well, and will make a ton of people happy if any one of these games get ported. Maybe Adventure 1 and 2 might be an exception because there's other ways to play them, but personally I know some people that would love to play them on Switch or just their PS5 or PS4. But these are my top 5 games I want to see ported to modern consoles and PC. Let me know your top 5 Sonic games. You can include spin-offs. I didn't include them in this video, but you can include them in the comments if you want. What are your top 5 games you guys want to see? And remember, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, like always, I'll see you in the next one.